This is Janelle, the relationship coach behind The Successful Invisible, and I want to come to you with another dating tip. I am really on my soapbox in my content, just a segue here, about educating any ladies that come to my channel about abuse. The more you understand what abuse is and what it looks like, the better, the greater chances you have to recognize it early and then move accordingly, means move away from that person. So I'm coming here today with this dating tip. Negging is a form of verbal abuse. Okay? So what negging is someone giving a person a backhanded compliment, somebody basically making negative comments about somebody's appearance, character, behavior in an effort to make them feel bad about themselves. It's a way, done directly or indirectly, to try to gain some type of control over the person. So negging can be subtle and it can be hard to detect. And if you already have low self-esteem or you struggle with that, and that's why it's so important to work on that before you ever date, it will impact you even more. So negging is abuse, okay? Some people don't think it is. It's a form of emotional manipulation and control and verbal abuse. And it actually is something that very easily leads to true, more, standard signs of an abusive relationship. So negging is a sign of possessiveness. It's a sign that the person using it has very low self-esteem. It is a sign that, they don't mean you well, or they're trying to control you in some way. So negging is often used in dating, as I said, and it is meant to make you feel insecure. So what are examples of negging? Can be making critical comments about a person's appearance or clothing, or, like I said, especially weight. Weight is a big one that men like to use to neg women. For example, a man can say, "Oh, you look nice in that dress, but you would look better if you lost a few pounds." Another form of negging I have especially seen used in a very insidious way within the black community is, because colorism is very rampant, is a man commenting on a woman's skin color and saying, "Oh, you're pretty to be dark. You're pretty to be dark skinned." That's usually younger men, but I have had clients that I've worked with that have experienced this, and these clients are definitely in their 30s and 40s, and they're dating men who are, around similar ages. Negging is abuse. As soon as they say it, they are automatically not someone who needs to be in your life. If you challenge someone who has done something in alignment with negging, they will try to say it was constructive feedback or constructive criticism. In fact, it wasn't. It was just insulting, and it was not necessary. It's a way to gain control in a situation. Oftentimes you will see this done even if you engage in online dating, you can see it done through messaging. I've had clients that I've worked with, and even friends that have told me, a man will message them, "Oh, you're not as cute as this," or "Your pictures would look better if this." Men will sometimes, this usually comes from men, it's not always men. Women can't engage in this. Men will sometimes you've never had a conversation with them, and they come out the gate negging you. Clear sign they need to be blocked and never be allowed in your space. They are an unsafe person. Negging is abuse. Stop allowing it. Stop dismissing it. And if you have, that's why it's so important to work on yourself. I'm saying this again. It sounds like a broken record, but it's important. If you have real friends around you or people that love you and care about you around you, and they identify negging patterns in one of your partners, listen to them. Because they aren't emotionally invested in this person, so they oftentimes have a very objective eye, and as soon as they see what's wrong, they're going to say something. Negging is abuse, it's manipulation, it is a form of gaslighting, some consider it. The purpose is to murder your self-esteem, to harm you. The intention is malicious from jump. They want to gain control over you. They want to try to bend you to their will. This is the beginning of abuse. Just like when someone exhibits controlling behavior, not every person who has controlling behavior, as I said, is abusive, but every abuser exhibits controlling behavior. Read Why Does He Do That by Lundy Bancroft, and you'll find that quote. This is an insidious tactic, and it can be very subtle, and we've all been socialized as women in this society to take a lot of criticism and just think it's okay. But if you're dealing with a man, the first time he says something, that is an insult, because that's what negging is. It's an insult. People say it's a backhanded compliment. It's an insult. The first time he says it, disengage with him. Treat him like an abuser. Immediately go into grave rocking techniques. Definitely going to drop some tips on how to use grave rocking techniques as well coming up. Just a sneak peek there. But negging is abuse, and you need to immediately identify it and then remove yourself from that person's presence and remove them from your lives. Do not tolerate this. The less you engage with it, the better you will be, the better your mental health will be. So that's my dating tip. Negging is abuse. Cut a person off as soon as you identified it. That's friend, family, lover, doesn't matter. Don't tolerate this crap.